Alec.
Hey, Al. Obviously, you guys have been kind of going nonstop since the season really got going. With this kind of week off that you really had, can you talk about how maybe that was even better for you guys mentally and physically, just to kind of regroup with the tough stretch coming up?
It's been really good for us. We got a chance to, regroup and get back to the practice floor where we felt like we've been missing like our intensity and beginning where we've started from day one. So it gave us a chance to like really set back and get back to our day one principles and just really go hard and be able to, practice like how we were in the beginning of the year.
Peaks.
Hey, Al, just wanted to ask about the three-point defense issue. Coach on this radio show talked about it, maybe partially being not getting back. What have you worked on to kind of fix that issue this week? Because Iowa's obviously the best shooting team in the league.
Just being able to close out and trace the ball as well, but also being able to find shooters in transition, or whether we're mismatched and someone is guarding the wrong person, we got to be able to, hold point at the three-point line. We got to be able to stop people from hitting as many threes as they have these last couple games on us, and we got to be able to control that, and that'll be on the defensive end and how intense we're closing out and stopping our opponents.
Stefan.
Hey, Al, sorry this question is kind of unrelated to the game coming up, but you're coming up on the one-year anniversary of Kobe passing away. I know you guys were obviously playing when the news broke. I mean, what were those next few days and weeks kind of like when the basketball world is talking so much about that and you guys are, trying to focus on games coming up and handle everything else going on?
First, rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant. But we haven't really been really too focused on that. We've been focused on the game ahead, and no disrespect to Kobe Bryant or anything like that, but we've been locked in on that, and we've really been focused and really been trying to, correct ourselves and how we've been playing. So we've been really just, focused on getting ourselves better and locked in on the practice floor.
John Blau.
So obviously you guys are about to play on the road, but just a question about Assembly Hall. I know Coach Miller and you guys have talked about it. It's just obviously very different playing there this year just because of the lack of fans. I mean, is it something that at this point in the season you guys have gotten used to, or do you still find yourself making a big shot or, going in, getting an and one, and there's no applause and it's still kind of shocking? I mean, what is the feel, I guess, playing there at this point?
I mean, everyone knows Assembly Hall is the best place to play, obviously, especially when it's packed and you got all the fans on your side and bringing you energy. We don't have that right now, so we got to be able to bring our own energy. Of course, it's different, but a few of the guys haven't played in that scenario, so it shouldn't be very much different to them. But, I mean, we got to be able to bring our own energy. We got to be able to bring our own fight. We got to be able to, replace what Assembly Hall had with fans, and we got to bring it ourselves. So I feel like it's different, but we got to be able to, replace it with what we got.
Kevin.
Well, you've been such a good, free throw shooter throughout your entire career, but this year it's kind of tailed off a little bit. What extra work have you put in, and the team in general? How important is it to get that aspect of the game, the percentages up a little bit?
Oh, most definitely got to get it under control. But I come in and shoot free throws like I've always done. I mean, the percentages don't show it as of right now, but I've been a good free throw percentage shooter, obviously, the past 3 years. So it's just a matter of time before that work and the numbers level out. So I'm not really worried about that. But we've been working on it as a team. We've been shooting free throws during practice, after practice, before practice. So, I mean, it's a matter of time before the work just shows, I feel like.
Dustin.
Sorry about that, dog's loud. Settle. You mentioned the free throw shooting. I guess the 3-point shooting obviously has been a thing that you guys have struggled with collectively as a group for a while. Where do you feel like you guys are improving? Where do you feel like there's continues to be struggles with that? I'll get off that. Sorry.
I mean, we shoot. I mean, I feel like it's not much of a struggle when you're working at it. Working at it each day. People come in by themselves. People come in before, after, during practice shooting. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time before the shots go in, I feel like. So it's just, we're going to continue to work at it. We're going to continue to shoot. We shoot every day. So, I mean, it shouldn't be no problem. But, I mean, it's a few games where we have had trouble with it. But I feel like it's not a big problem for us. We're going to knock down shots. We're going to make them down the line. So I'm not really too much concerned about it, honestly.
In the stretch, of Wisconsin and the start of Nebraska, they made 15 of 33s. So I just wanted to pass that along. So next question, Jim Coyle.
Al's a veteran older guy, a lot of pressure on the older guys always to be the leaders. Do you feel that pressure? Do you talk about that with Rob and maybe Joey to you guys have to be there and step up game in and game out? And how much pressure do you feel about doing that?
When you start putting pressure on yourself, I've learned it doesn't do anyone good. It doesn't do your team good. It doesn't do yourself good. It doesn't do anyone good. I mean, you come in and you play the game you love. So I felt like putting pressure on anyone is just unrealistic. We're going to come in, we're going to do our jobs, we're going to, lead this team as older guys. So putting pressure on ourselves wasn't going to help anyone. So we got to come in, do our jobs, lead with our voices, lead by example. However we got to do it, we got to do it. But the pressure aspect, I felt like that doesn't do anyone good. But we've been doing a good job with it. I feel like our leaders have been leading. We've been keeping each other together. We've been real close. We've been working together, working hard together. So I feel like we've been doing a really good job with that.
Final question, John Blau.
Just wanted to follow up. You talked about bringing your own energy. I mean, I know Trace, I think, brought up like the bench mob over there that gets kind of going crazy when you guys have big plays. I mean, are there any particular things that you guys have found useful in terms of bringing your own energy or creative ways that you've been able to manufacture that without the crowd?
I mean, if you don't bring your own energy, you're in an empty arena. So I felt like if we don't bring it, who's going to bring it for us? So, I mean, there's no question that we need it. So, I mean, there's no option that we aren't going to have energy. We must have it. There's no way to play without energy or I feel like you're just going to look real bland and like you don't want to be there. So I feel like we got to do everything with the utmost positivity and energy that we got because we don't have fans right now. So we got to bring the energy ourselves.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.